All right, guys, welcome to Top Props. Today is April 12th, the start of the NBA playoffs. I am Statsational for the Sharp app. Guys, quickly, if you are new or you've been watching this series and you've yet to download the Sharp app, well, one, I find that hard to believe if you've been watching and you haven't downloaded the Sharp app because you're going to want to be getting in on the ton of profit that we've made here on the Sharp app with these top props. We are up 60 units so far since March 1st when we first started posting the top props. Now, the top props are strictly NBA right now. Excuse me, I am working on MLB top props as we speak, but unfortunately, limited time in the day. So now with the NBA back, I focused on that this morning. I'll get back on that MLB train this afternoon. And look, I did do some MLB just for one game yesterday. It did turn a profit. I did not post it. Small profit, 0.9 units, I believe it was. But we'll see. That does not necessarily mean what I've got going is working just yet. So I like to kind of test these things out before I give them to you guys. So again, these are absolutely free. If you're new, you head over to the Sharp app. Well, I guess first you have to head to the Play Store or your App Store. Download the Sharp app. That is free. It's a free to register and sign up, and you're going to get the top prop article again almost on a daily basis whenever we've got them inside the app, as well as some other great content. You've got Val's parlays, which are free. He always gives us a lottery ticket type of parlay each and every day. We've got, for pro members, pro picks, we've got the Sharp report for pro members. That is where you're going to get the information from. We have a book that we have a contact with, one of the sports books. We can't name the book, but you're going to find out where their sharpest bettors are on which sport, or which game, I should say, and where the squares are on top of other information. They've got a whale bettor. The whale is someone who bets, I believe it's 5 figures or more, this particular whale. I think he's a $10,000 or $20,000 bettor. We get the information on where he is on each and every day, which particular game, so you can follow all that. There's a ton more information on the Sharp report that I'm not going to all get into now, but sift through. I've got models in there. If you never bet tennis before, you never bet soccer before, check out the models that I have posted for free there as well. Now, for the pro members, you're getting something called the handle inside of the game center for each game that you're interested in. Now, that handle is going to tell you where the ticket money is and where the money percentage is. So sometimes there's a difference between where the tickets are coming in and where the money is coming in. And sometimes that difference, when it's great on the money side, so if we have a lot more money coming in than tickets on a particular side of a game, oftentimes that does mean there is some sharp money on the game. Doesn't necessarily always mean that, but a lot of times the sharper money is going to be more money, right? They're going to be betting at a higher money value than your typical bettor, and therefore you may see the square bettors, the regular everyday bettors, show up on the ticket percentage because they're going to be processing a lot more tickets on their bets as opposed to the money side. So we'll get into that all, maybe do more in-depth analysis on that in a future video. Not for us today, not what we're going over. We want to go over the props and what we've got going on in the NBA tonight. All right, I'm going to pull up the app on my phone, check out where the lines are tonight in the NBA, and I've got Cleveland getting 9.5 points. It looks like that's the best line right now out there for either side. If you're betting Brooklyn, of course, you're laying the 9.5 and plus 9.5 with Cleveland, and the total looks like 227 at all books with the money line minus 430 for Brooklyn and plus 375 on the side of Cleveland. Now, inside, I was mentioning handles. You'll see that 50% of the bets right now are coming in on both teams. It's 50-50, but the money is coming in at a higher rate. 71% of it is coming in for Brooklyn. As I mentioned, that could sometimes mean that the sharper money is on Brooklyn. You guys with the pro memberships are getting this info. Right now, we don't have any pro picks, inside the app. But when you have any of our pros make a selection, if you have a pro membership, you're going to be able to see that here. So when you open up the game center, or even when you are on the main screen, you're going to be able to see that a pro has made a pick. You can open it up and see exactly what that pick is. If we look at the total, we see that the over being bet slightly more here so far from a ticket standpoint than the under. 55% of the money going to the over, but 55% of the tickets, but 57% of the money is coming in on the under. Again, another indication that we may be seeing some sharp money on the under in that one. So we'll see how that plays out. Let's go take a look quickly at the Clipper game. So the Clippers are in Minnesota. The T-Wolves, you can get at -2.5 over on Fanduel, +3.5 at BetMGM. So a bit of a spread there. That's why you really need multiple sports books so that you guys can pick off the best possible lines. It's going to save you and make you money in the long run. I talk about it all the time. You guys who watch me and follow me all the time are probably tired of hearing it. But for those new and those who have yet to get multiple sports books, I urge you to do so. But you can click the links inside of the app and it'll take you straight to whichever sports book you're looking at. And they've got promos going in each of these sports books just for signing up. It's almost free money at this point with a lot of these books because they're competing for your business. So take advantage of that. Plus, you're going to help yourself become a better sports bettor by doing it. Let's take a look at what we're looking at for the total as far as the handle goes. In the over, we're seeing just about the same amount of money being bet as we do tickets on the over. So not really a signal there as far as sharp money, but we are seeing more being bet on the over, both ticket-wise and money-wise. And again, there were no pro picks yet on this game, but we surely will as the day goes on, as our cappers start breaking down these games. Now, you guys are here for the top props. So let's go over a couple of the top props. And then, as always, guys, I'm going to give you a few and then head over into the app and you'll be able to get the entirety of every top prop that I take. And you're going to want to know each and every top prop. You know, sometimes, I think the last time I gave one of these out, which was Sunday, we went 1-1, and that one loss was one of 2 or 3 losses, or maybe 4 losses. I think we were 8-4 on the day, yet 1-1 with the picks here in the video. So it's essential that you get the app and the article so that you have all of the picks, and then you can either play them all or select the ones that you like the best. Let's go over some of them now. All right, guys, the first one I want to go over is Kyrie Irving rebound total, and the prop on that is 4.5. We've got it projected at 4.14, so we do like the under, and the best place to find that is over at Pointsbet. Pointsbet has been our most profitable sports book, so I like this one where Pointsbet often gives a softer line than some of the other books on these props. They're giving us +115 on a prop that in our determination should actually be negative for us. They should be the favorite here, the under, but they're saying that the over is the favorite, at least at PointsBet. So check that one out. We bet unders generally at a higher rate than we do overs, and that there's a reason for that. We've been more profitable on the unders, and at least my theory on this is so many people like to bet overs. I would say probably 75%. Think about your bets and go back and look. 75, 80% of them on props, even on totals in games, are to the over. People don't like betting unders all that often. So we're going to usually find more value to the underside. And I like this. We've got 3 things here lined up. Rebounds are our best, most profitable statistic. The under is our most profitable between the two. And PointsBet has been our most profitable sportsbook. So we like this bet. Kyrie, in his career, he's a 3.8 rebound per game average guy. This year, he's been 4.4. Now, in the 2 games against Cleveland, he did average 6.5 rebounds. So I think maybe that's inflating this number a little bit. But 2 games, too small sample size. I think we've got the numbers on our side with this one. All right, let's give you one more. And we're going to go with Ivica Zubac, Clippers. We'll go with the rebounds again here, but this time to the over side. The number is 7.5 on this prop. Over at Fanduel, you're getting the best price of -114. We're projecting almost 11.5 rebounds, so this is a no-brainer for us. we're definitely on the overside. Now for the season, Zubac 8.5 rebounds in 24.4 minutes. I think we could see even more minutes because in the 3 games against Minnesota, he's actually averaged 29.3 minutes and 10.7 rebounds. So I think this number goes over 7.5, looks light for his career. 8.5 rebounds per game in those 24 minutes. I think we get a few more minutes out of him tonight in this one, and I think we easily clear that 7.5 point number. The rebounds are always my favorite, so I like giving you guys the rebounds here. Fanduel, Fanduel's a little tighter with their pricing, so when they have the best number, sometimes you do have to beware, but we'll take the -114 on something that we think goes over fairly easily. So those are my 2 today. I'm going to be working on MLB props for you guys. As soon as I have something that I like in MLB, you guys will be the first to know about it. But in the meantime, I'm going to keep tinkering with it and hope we can get something close to the success that we've had here with the top props. But what I like tonight is we only have 2 games. I've got a ton of props here. Let me just count up all the props that I've got for you guys. I've got 15 props in 2 games, more than enough for you guys to just enjoy, have fun with. Hopefully we're winning because that makes them even more fun. And it'll give you a ton of interest even if you don't want to bet the sides of the games tonight. So good luck with those. I will see you guys tomorrow with more top props, and let's make some money.